Jack, congratulations. You're the Guinness Six Nations Player of the Match. You got the bonus point win, but Wales really dragged you into a tough contest out there.
Yeah, absolutely. To be fair to them, I thought they were brilliant today. That felt like a proper test match, and the intensity was unbelievably high throughout. We probably let them off the hook at a few stages, a few sloppy mistakes from us, giving them easy access, but I think we did well to stick in it there. Great for Jamo on 50th cap, Doki on his first. We can make a special day for those lads, but as always, loads of opportunity better for next week.
Yeah, maybe not as controlled as you would have liked at various different stages out there.
No, but I think that's a credit to them. Thought they played really well and brought an unbelievably high intensity to it. So again, some easy mistakes from us that we need to be better at next week, but again, great that we could do it for the lads today.
And for you, you missed out on Twickenham because of illness. You nearly had a first half try, second half one checked, but you got there.
Yeah, nice to get over the line. Great day, I must say. The atmosphere was unbelievable. You could hear every single person in the stadium. Felt like a proper home game, and I think it means the world to the lads when everyone's on their feet shouting and roaring for us. So hopefully we get the same again next week.
Yeah, it's on to Scotland next Saturday and a chance to win some silverware.
Yeah, please God, be pretty special. So, look, we'll obviously rest up and recover after today, and wait to look at Scotland come Sunday and Monday.
Congratulations, Jack.
Cheers, thank you very much.
Caelan, congratulations. It's 3 in a row now, but I suppose maybe not as comfortable as many were predicting beforehand.
No, it was pretty scrappy, to be honest with you. Capitalised on one try early, but there's a few that we didn't take early on, and that's probably the difference with today and a couple of weeks ago. We didn't take those early opportunities, get the scoreboard pressure, and the game takes a different narrative as a result. Wales are obviously a hungry team, and they showed that, how they fought in the first half and again towards the end in the second half. But definitely a lot to improve on for the final weekend back here next weekend against Scotland.
Yeah, was it hard to match, I suppose, the highs of Twickenham? You just weren't as ruthless as we saw that day?
Yeah, I think it comes down to how clinical we were then versus today. A little bit of ruthless edge we lacked today in terms of how we finished things. Obviously the disallowed try early on. But I think you also have to credit some of the stuff Wales showed as well. I thought they fought very hard in defence and made it hard for us at times.
You said during the week that there was a lot more to come from this team. Where do you mark in today in that?
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to build on Twickenham. We did that in some areas. Scrum was obviously better today. But it's about continuing to evolve as a team. We know the path that we're on. We know that we need growth week on week, and yeah, we're hopefully moving in the right direction.
And you got it lifted now for a big finish here, back at home again next weekend.
Yeah, exactly. It's a game that we haven't typically played our best rugby, and we've gotten results, but it's going to be all about performance next week. Continuing to drive this team on the right road, and finish with a better performance and better fashion next week.
Thanks, Caelan.
Thank you. Cheers.
Yeah, Scotland.
Dowie, you came to Dublin and you really made it a proper test match.
Yeah. Look, I think last week's performance probably gave us a lot of confidence and a lot to build on. I think we said after last week that was kind of our baseline now. Time with this group is massive. We've worked a lot on the little bits of our game, and I think over the past 2 weeks we've seen a massive difference in that. Look, we come out and give everything tonight. Unfortunately, we're just shy of the win, but I think there's so many positives to take from that game for us. From where we were in round one to where we are now, there's a stark difference, and I think we're really giving ourselves a platform to build on.
You put in a huge fight, the physicality was there, just 2 adrift at half time, you brought it back to 2 points again in that second half. Yeah,
look, we're a team that's not going to give up. We've got confidence, we've got belief in ourselves that we can mix it with the best. I think we've always given everything on the pitch whenever we can. I think now is where you see the accuracy starting to come in for us. How the way our game has developed. We still never give up, but there's so much more added on to that mentality as well. So I think it's massive for us.
Are you confident that this losing streak can come to an end soon?
Yeah, 100%. I think we were we were in the driving seat last in round 3 against Scotland, and we let that slip. We're, as you said, 2 points away in periods tonight. Unfortunately, just Ireland too strong for us by the end. But I think this group has developed massively over the last 4 weeks, and we're only going to get better.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Andy, you got the win and the points you needed, but give us your evaluation of the performance.
Well, I would say that was a proper test match, some good learnings for us, obviously, simply because it's a different game, isn't it, when you're not always on the front foot, and that's all credit to Wales. I thought they were outstanding in defence. I thought they hit unbelievably hard, 2-man tackles, and slowed our ball down and worked for each other in defence and improve constantly throughout the competition as we've seen, and it accumulated in a great performance from them. So some good learnings in there for us, but in the end I suppose we'd be delighted to get the bonus point win and go on to next week.
Yeah, absolutely. In terms of the frustrations then, what were the big ones for you tonight?
Well, I think the frustrations was a bit of game management, a bit of overplaying, not exiting properly, playing around the middle third, all of that. But I mean, the frustrations were that you don't get it all your own way in Test matches, and nor shouldn't you. And that's all credit to Wales, how they went about their business. I thought they was outstanding.
So how would you rate it then overall in terms of the growth and the progression you're looking for to get from the team?
Well, again, it's different learnings, isn't it? I mean, things don't always go your way, and the opposition always has a say in that, and Wales certainly made a scrap of it, and that's how Test matches should be.
Triple Crown on the line here now next weekend. Will you change things up again selection-wise? You've done that over the last couple of weeks.
Well, it was a tough old Test match that, and there'll be a few bruised bodies, but we got the extra day as well, which is hopefully a stand to us, as far as recovery is concerned. But a big week coming up, that's for sure.
There certainly is. Thanks, Andy.
Thanks, Claire. Thank you.
Steve, is it frustrating for you to be leaving Dublin without a point?
Yeah, I think you could look at that, but I think for me, on the whole, it's about our performance. And again, we'd have loved to have left with a point, but ultimately, I felt it was brave of us to go for the corner and look for more. Really proud of the team.
Yeah, you showed great spirit and fight out there, and really were in this contest. It was game on, first half and second half.
Yeah, look, the boys survived a lot, in fairness. I thought some of the tackling, the intent that we showed without the ball was outstanding. And then, in fairness, the boys, we created opportunities, probably unlucky not to get another score down the short edge, but we asked for intent both sides of the ball, and I felt we got that tonight.
How do you push it on now and make these improvements that you are seeing from last week even, and push that into a win?
Yeah, I think it's not getting too far ahead of ourselves. Every game is about learning. We've got like a really young backline that are starting to experience caps, starting to get a little bit of cohesion in the backline. But ultimately, for us, every week it's got to be better. And we see that if we look after what we do, then we'll be in Test matches.
Will this build belief now? You close out the championship at home to Italy and a chance to salvage something?
Yeah, look, I think we're building belief all the time, and I think with a young group, they come in every week to be better. And I think the autumn was awesome, lots of new learning, new systems, new coaches, but they've been fantastic. And ultimately, it is exciting where this team can go. I truly believe, but ultimately, it wasn't what we wanted tonight. But we did get the performance we're looking for. But it's really important we finish the campaign with the best performance of all.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you.